What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in today's video we are going to be having a discussion. So I'm going to be talking about the next arc that's going to be happening in the Dragon Ball Super manga. If you guys haven't heard the news yet already, about a month ago it was confirmed that we're going to be getting a new arc for the manga in 2022. So that is pretty big news, of course, because that means the Granola Survivor arc will be ending in 2022 sometime. The question, though, is when. When will they end the Granola Survivor arc? My personal guess is that it'll be around summertime, maybe a little later, but there's a few possibilities. So let's talk about that first, and then I'll talk to you guys about what I think this next arc is going to be, which there's also a few possibilities, but I have a few ideas. So I believe that the Granola Survivor arc will end at the earliest in April. And I say that because the movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero is coming out in April in Japan. I believe April 22nd to be exact. And then in other countries, it's expected to be coming out in summer, but we don't have confirmation exactly just yet, but that's what the rumors are. So April is a possibility. I say the end of summer just because it would be a good point for them to get a few more chapters in, like about a solid 6-7 more, to wrap up this arc nicely, as well as start up a new arc and have some time to flesh that out a little bit too throughout the end of this year. But they could always go down this other alternate route that I'm thinking, which would be they end the Granola arc in November and they just give us this new arc's beginning in December. And I think that's possible too, because technically then they kept their word, right? And then we just start off the new arc like that, and then Granola's run would have been about 2 years, kind of like how Moro's was. So that's also a possibility. Let me know how long you guys think the Granola arc is going to go for. But let's talk about this next arc now. The next arc in Dragon Ball Super. So, first possibility, and the thing that I'm expecting to happen, because it has to happen at some point. There's no way they're going to mention this and then it doesn't happen. But my expectation is maybe we're going to get a Planet Sadala arc. And this is one people have wanted for a while, and I'm sure that they want to do it themselves too, but they probably want to execute it right. And some of you guys may be listening and thinking, I mean, sometimes Dragon Ball Super doesn't execute stuff the greatest, right? But what I mean by that is Saiyans are big characters in this series. So I feel like if they're going to introduce a planet of new Saiyans, they're going to take at least some more time to come up with a decently creative story, as well as some decent reasoning for why they would show up. Because I don't think it's just going to be a little trip like a vacation or even a training arc. I feel like Goku, Vegeta, and maybe some others like Broly, Gohan, maybe even Goten and Trunks might go on this trip over there, because Goku and Vegeta might have to deal with some type of threat in Universe 6. And I think it's bound to happen anyway, that we're going to get some type of universal threat that's outside of Universe 7. It's only a matter of time. I'm just waiting on them to pull the trigger on that one. I don't know when they will, but it's definitely something that will happen sometime. At least I strongly think so. Second possibility, there's three, by the way, that I have in my head, but second possibility I'm thinking is that we're going to have this Granola arc connecting into another arc, kind of like how Moro connected into Granola with OG-73. So I think what might happen here is somehow this arc is gonna connect with Alec surviving, maybe, and the rest of the heaters perish, but somehow Alec is gonna connect to Frieza, and Frieza is gonna be involved in the next arc. That is one guess I have, and then maybe this could be a continuation technically of what happens with Granola, but I do feel like Granola and Frieza meeting is something that needs to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when it will happen. Who knows? Maybe they won't let it happen, but I feel like it's a missed opportunity if they don't. So either Frieza is gonna show up sometime at the end of this Granola Survivor arc, or we're gonna have Frieza in the next arc, or maybe in an arc a few arcs down the road, and Granola showing back up if he survives this arc to confront Frieza. That's my next guess. And then lastly, it could be an arc revolving around. And by the way, guys, before I talk about this, I know there's like a ton of other ideas out there too. These are kind of just what I'm thinking they might go with. Um, but I'm thinking that another route they could go down soon is maybe a Rogue Angel arc or a Fallen Universes arc. And I say that because they did mention the other 6 universes that aren't around anymore. And this is where the Rogue Angel could be connected somehow. They would obviously have to write it well, because how would an angel be gone for this long, or what's like the whole plotting here? But I think this could be a good one because, well, also we could even do a Rogue God of Destruction, but something like that would be really good because we have Goku and Vegeta ascending so high now on the God tiers. So we need some more threats rather than them just bringing out more people in Universe 7, I feel. So I do think that it would be a good idea to introduce a Rogue Angel or a Rogue God of Destruction, something like that, from one of the Fallen universes. I think that could be a really cool concept, and if done right, it could be really good. And I'm definitely sure that would spark up some debates too, because if Goku and Vegeta are out here, fighting with like an old God of Destruction or something like that, people are definitely going to spark up these Goku versus Beerus and Vegeta versus Beerus debates again, and then maybe even these Goku and Vegeta versus the Angels debates. It's definitely something that might come up again in the future. But those 3 are my main guesses. Mainly, I'm expecting the Planet Sadala arc. Second option, like I said, they could go with a Frieza arc, connecting from this arc to the other arc. Or I hope they do a Fallen Angel / Rogue God of Destruction arc. And these are just my guesses, like I've said. They could honestly do something completely random. I'm glad they made these last 2 arcs connect, but that could just stop here. We might not get this arc connecting into the next arc, because they do plan arc by arc, kind of how they go along, kind of like how Toriyama used to do back with Dragon Ball, when we were more towards the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, and so on. So as long as they make it connect, I think it can work out pretty well. But they really should take some time to come up with some creative options, and hopefully they do, because I think the Granola arc, concept-wise, was definitely one of the better ideas for Dragon Ball Super, for sure. Especially in terms of how they executed it, if you compare it to previous arcs in the manga. The main one I think you can say might be better is the Moro arc. At least that's to me. I feel like every other arc, in comparison, if you compare what the Granola arc has now, it's better in so many aspects. The paneling's better, the art's better, I feel like the story's more engaging. It just has more Dragon Ball elements, I feel like, that are showing off better. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think for what could be the next arc or arcs of Dragon Ball Super. One last thing before I go would be, I remember from an interview when we did have the Granola arc announced, that we had Toyotaro, I believe it was Toyotaro, he came out and he said that him, along with the producer and Toriyama, went through a whole bunch of ideas that they would have had. And I believe they said they might have even had like 8 to 10 ideas. I'm pretty sure they gave a number because I remember watching a video on the interview, but they did go through a whole bunch of ideas. And for some reason in my head, I'm thinking 10 is one they said. But if they had like 10 ideas even at the time, I feel like they have plenty of ideas to keep Dragon Ball Super going for a while. It's only a matter of how they want to connect it from this story to the next story. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys are expecting for the next arc in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.